and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat, up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a, yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the, I got a girl, Brett. She go to battleship. I live with birds come out.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field. And the first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
We're good. Here we go.
Cousins now on second down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot.
81. What's your son?
On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to let one fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Go. Here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hang in there now.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Chargers have jumped out to an early lead over the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Wentz to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now Wentz on third down. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. And just shedding him off there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. His throw incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing, Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Muddy throw right there to move the sticks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
82, 82. What's your son?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wentz will try again on second down. Forced out to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
40, 82, 40.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ajayi with the benefit of a full training camp behind him, excelling in this Eagle backfield as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And Jeffrey's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
And there was actually zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Second down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Cousins on the keeper, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Wentz now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run again with Ajayi. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on now. Let's go. Go.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cousins now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's Cousins on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point try by Bailey. And this is no good. It's a missed. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
82. Fort Tokyo. Dragon.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, drop it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a 1st down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On the ground, it's Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And welcome back. We are in the city of Brotherly. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's the backup Simeon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Dancing to his left. It's brought in left side by Tate. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. 81, 81.
Wentz to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 1st down. Here's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Matt Weil now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sproles gets around him. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go, go. 20.
time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him.
There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Wentz to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Jeffrey wheels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And they'll run it here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Wentz. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.